Hello, and welcome back to another English lesson. This one, we're going to use Big Bang Theory. Put out a poll, and a lot of people said Modern Family was one of their favorite shows. I did an English lesson using Modern Family, but I also want to do Big Bang Theory because that was also pretty popular. And I am at school, in case you can't tell. And it might get a little loud out in the hallway, but I've been a little pressed for time this week. I've been a little busy. Pressed for time is another way to say I've been busy. So I wanted to start this lesson at school, but then maybe finish it at home. So let's dive right into this lesson. Dive right in is another way to say, let's start. Let's go. Wait, before we start, I don't know anything about this show. I've never seen it before, but I do know English, so I think I can use this show to teach you some English.
Get that waste of money out of my face.
It's only a waste of money if we don't play with them.
They just said a waste of money. That is something we think is useless. Like you spent money on it, but you really shouldn't have. It was a waste. And so that little action figure, they think is a waste of money. You shouldn't have bought that. You should have saved your money instead. Buying a new cell phone that doesn't work, that would be a waste of money. Buying a car that always gives you trouble, that would be a waste of money.
Hang on. Okay, one word, a letter.
All right. The character just said, hang on. That is something we say a lot in English when we need a minute to think. It's another way to say wait to another person. Maybe you're thinking up an answer to a question. Hang on. Just give me a minute. That's another way to say, hang on, give me a minute. What was the name of that movie we saw last week? Oh, hang on, give me a minute. And then hopefully you think of the name of that movie.
Well, the prices have been coming down.
Oh, true. They're practically giving them away.
All right, they said the prices are coming down. They are practically giving them away. The price is coming down. We might say also dropping. That phrasal verb probably isn't too bad. You can also talk about temperature. Maybe it's really hot in the summer, but autumn or fall is coming right around. You might say the temperature is dropping down. They are practically giving them away. So not completely giving them away for free. Practically is another way we might say almost. It is practically spring. Right now I'm filming this in March, but spring is right around the corner. That's another way we say it's almost here. Spring is right around the corner. Spring is practically here. Hey, if you haven't noticed, I'm now at home. Should be a little quieter. I'm freshly showered and I've changed into some more comfortable clothes. Don't tell anyone, but I actually have pajama bottoms on. You can't see them. Maybe it's not so professional to teach in, but they are definitely more comfortable. But let's just keep that between the two of us. Let's just keep that between the two of us, or let's just keep that between you and me. Is another way to tell a person we have a secret. That will be our little secret that I'm actually teaching in pajamas. All right, now let's get back to Big Bang Theory.
They're on me today, boys.
You're paying?
He says they're on me today. So the comics aren't literally on him, but when we say they're on me, that means he is paying for them. He's buying them. His friends don't have to pay today.
Get over yourself. It's a high-tech toilet. Hey.
Okay, he just said, get over yourself. That means don't think too highly of yourself. Maybe if one of your friends is getting a little cocky or they think what they're doing is a little too great, you can say to them, get over yourself. Don't think that highly of yourself. You're good, but you're not that good. Don't become arrogant. Get over yourself.
Sure, you remember. That was the night you went to the bar and made a fool of yourself trying to pick up strange women.
He just said try to pick up strange women. Again, not literally lifting strange women. It means trying to get a date with them. If you go to the club, you might want to try to pick up a guy or pick up a girl. It just means, or pick up a woman. It just means to try to date them, maybe do some other things. This is a family channel. Use your imagination.
Guess the thing to do now is just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, forget it, and move on.
All right, he just said, pick yourself up. We use that saying sometimes when people are feeling sad and you want to try to feel better. You might say, hey, pick yourself up. It's not that bad. Feel better.
I figured this is probably my last shot with Penny, and I don't want to screw it up. Nobody wants that.
He just said, screw it up. That's another way to say mess it up, make a mistake, do the wrong thing.
Interesting. Penny's current suitor asking advice from her former suitor.
The character just used the term suitor. That's an old term we don't really use anymore. But in fact, it's never probably been used in my lifetime. But maybe 100 years ago or 200 years ago, a suitor was just simply someone trying to date somebody else.
Guys, we have a code red. You mean code red the hospital emergency alert, code red the computer worm, or code red the cherry flavored soft drink from the makers of Mountain Dew?
Sometimes Americans will say we have a code red. It's just another way to say we have a problem. But Sheldon, I think that's his name. I've been watching enough Big Bang Theory to know that guy is Sheldon. I think he's my favorite. He was wondering if it was the Mountain Dew code red. There is actually a soda we have in the United States. It's actually pretty good. Mountain Dew Code Red. They just came out with a Mountain Dew Code Red Zero. Whenever you see that on a soda bottle or a can in the United States, the zero means zero sugar.
Here's an approximation of the spare parts available on the space station. We got to find a way using nothing.
The character just said approximate. That's a great word to know when you don't know the exact number. So maybe we're talking about students in a school. You can say the approximate number of students is 500. Or you could change it a little and say there are approximately 500 students in the school.
Hey, Leonard. Hey, Stuart.
You busy?
Classified, Leonard?
Yeah, it's a regular Manhattan project.
He just said it's the Manhattan Project or it's a regular Manhattan Project. The Manhattan Project was the code name that Americans used when they made nuclear weapons for the first time. It was called the Manhattan Project. In case you don't know, Manhattan is part of New York City. It's what we call a borough of New York City, a part of New York City. But the bomb wasn't actually built in Manhattan. I'm not exactly sure why it was called the Manhattan Project. I think it was mostly built in Tennessee and New Mexico. It was definitely first tested in New Mexico.
All right. Well, off the top of my head, I think the most important thing with Penny is to go.
Ooh, he just said something really good. Off the top of my head. It's when you say something without actually knowing all of the details. All that stuff I said about the Manhattan Project, I was just saying it off the top of my head. I didn't actually do any research. I was trying to remember what I was taught in high school some 25 years ago.
Well, that plays right into my wheelhouse.
Right? He said that plays right into my wheelhouse. If something is in your wheelhouse, you're really comfortable with it. I hope that English learning is in your wheelhouse. You feel comfortable when you're studying English. Anything you feel comfortable with or you do well, you can say that's in my wheelhouse. I feel comfortable doing that.
Now,
Good, get out.
All right, he just used the phrasal verb there, get out. That is what you can say to someone when you want them to leave. Hey, get out. Is it polite? No. Is it effective? Yeah, it will probably work. But you might hear someone say, get out of here. That's a little different. Sometimes they might be joking with you. Like maybe they don't believe you. Somebody might say, hey, guess what? I just won $1 million. And if you don't believe them, you can say, get out of here. Stop pulling my leg. Pulling my leg is another way to say someone is joking with you. Now might be a good time to remind you to subscribe. If you're getting something out of this video, hit that like button. If you know someone who is learning English and they like television shows, maybe share this video with them. It could really help them out. I just said getting something out of this video. That's another way to say it's helpful to you. You're learning something from it. I hope you're getting something from this video.
This thing has to hold up against a hearty potato-based diet.
He just said this thing has to hold up. Hold up is a phrasal verb we use when we mean something has to last. I have a long night of studying ahead of me. I hope I can hold up. I need to drive this car 100 miles tomorrow. I hope it holds up.
Morning.
Morning. What's up?
Nothing.
I think her name is Penny, and she just said, "What's up?" That is a great casual way to ask someone how they're doing, how they've been. We say it all the time in the United States. Hey, what's up? Not much. What's up with you? I hope this has been helpful. I hope you've gotten something out of this. If you want more English lessons with television shows, there is a playlist right there for you. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.